Resolving territorial dispute in League of Nations. The aftermath of the First World War left many issues to be settled, including the exact position of national boundaries and which country, particularly region, would join. Most of these questions were handled by the victorious Allied power in the bodies such as the Allied Supreme Council, the Allied tending to refer only particular difficult matters to the League. This meant that during the early interwar period, the League played and later part in resolving the turmoil resulting from the war. The question of the League considered it in its early years, including those designated by the Paris Peace Treaty, as the League deployed its role expanded, and by the middle of the 1920s it had become the central of the international activities. This change can be seen in the relationship between the League and the non-members, the United States and Russia. For example, increasingly working with the League during the second half of the 1920s, France, Britain, and Germany were all using the League of Nations as the focus of their diplomatic activities, and each of their foreign secretaries attended League meetings at Geneva during this period. They also used the League machinery to try to improve the relationship and settle their differences. Holland and Holland Iceland. Holland is a collective of around 65,000 islands in the Baltic Sea, midway between the Sweden and the Finland. The islands are most exclusively Swedish-speaking, but in 1809, the Holland Island, along with the Finland, were taken by the Imperial Russia in December 1917. During the turmoil of the Russian October Revolution, Finland declared its independence, but most of the Islanders wishes to rejoin the Sweden. The Finnish government considered the island to be a part of their new nation, as their Russian includes Ireland in the Grand Duchy of the Finland. Formed in 1809 and 1920, the dispute had escalated to the point that there was danger of the war. The British government referred to the problem to the League Council, but Finland would not let the League intervene as they considered it an internal matter. The League constituted a small panel to decide if it should investigate the matter, and with affirmative response, a neutral commission was created in June 1921. The League announced its decision. The islands were to remain a part of Finland, but with the guaranteed protection of the islanders, including demilitarization, with Sweden reluctant agreement. This became the first European international agreement concluded directly through the League. Upper Silesia. The Allied power referred the problem of Upper Silesia to the League after they had been unable to resolve the territorial dispute after the First World War. Poland laid claim to Upper Silesia, which had been part of the Prussia. The Treaty of Versailles had recommended a plebiscite in Upper Silesia to determine whether the territory should become part of the Germany or Poland. Complaints about the attitude of the German authorities led to the rioting and eventually to the first two Silesian uprising. A plebiscite took place on 20th March 1921 with the 39.6% of the votes cast in the favor of joining Germany, but Poland claimed the conditions surrounding it had been unfair. Thus, this result led to the third Silesian uprising in 1921. On 12 August 1921, the League was asked to settle the matter. The Council created a commission with the representatives from the Belgium, Brazil, China, and Spain to study the situation. The committee recommended that the Upper Silesia be divided between the Poland and Germany according to the preference shown in the plebiscites, and that the two sides should decide the detail of the interaction between the two areas. For example, whether goods should pass freely over the border due to the economic or industrial interdependence of the two areas. In November 1921, a conference was held in Geneva to negotiate a convention between the Germany and Poland. A final settlement was reached after the five meetings, in which most of the areas was given to Germany, but which the Polish section containing the majority of the region, mineral resources, and much of its industries. When this agreement became public in May 1922, bitter resentment was expressed in Germany, but the treaty was still ratified by both countries. The settlement produced peace in the area until the beginning of the Second World War. Albania. The frontier of the Principality of the Albania had not been yet set during the Paris Peace Conference in 1919, as they were left for the League of decided. They had not yet been determined by the September 1921, creating an unstable situation. Greek troops conducted military operation in the south of Albania, kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovakian Yugoslavia forces became engaged after the clashes with the Albanian tribesmen in the north part of the country. The League sent a commission of the representatives from the various parts up to the region. On November 1921, the League decided that the frontiers of Albania should be the same as they had been in 1913, with the three minor changes that favored Yugoslavia. Yugoslav forces withdraw a few weeks later, albeit under better protest. The border of the Albanian again became the causes of the international conflicts, when an Italian general in Enrico Tellini and the four of his assistants were ambushed and killed on 24 August 1923 while making out of the newly decided border between the Greece and Albanian. Italian leader Benito Mussolini was incensed and demanded that the commission investigate the incident within 5 days. Whatever the results of the investigation, Mussolini insisted that the Greek government pay Italy 50 million lire in reparation. The Greeks said that they would not pay unless it was proved that the crime was committed by the Greeks. Mussolini sent a warship to shell the Greek island of the Corfu, and Italian forces occupied the island on 31st October 1923. This contravened the League Covenant. So Greece appealed to the League to deal with the situation. The Allies agreed that the Conference of the Ambassadors should be responsible for the resolving the dispute, because it was the conference that had appointed General Tellerini. The League's council examined the dispute, but then passed on their findings to the Conference of the Ambassadors to make the final decision. The conference accepted most of the League recommendation, forcing Greece to pay 50 million lire to Italy, even though those who committed the crime were never discovered. Italian forces then withdrew from Corfu.